Hey there people, Ryan White here for hypeonmusic.com.au. In today's video I'm going to take you through a system that will give you direction and processes to begin learning and mastering one of the most important fundamental skill sets on the guitar, which is your open chords. So let's step to it. Okay, so let's start off with our technical concepts. So these apply for both chordal playing and single note playing. So first and foremost, we want to be applying our fingertips. So center of the fingertip in really good fret position. So halfway and up to the fret marker. Okay, that's our sweet spot where we're aiming, just in there. Alright, we then want to make sure we're keeping a nice, comfortable, neutral wrist position so our fingertips can get up on their tips in good position and not interfere with any of the surrounding strings. Okay, so if our wrist position is out, if it's too high, it's going to be blocking off those strings like that, or if it's too far this way, it's just going to be putting our wrist in a really poor position for long-term longevity with our playing. Okay, with your right hand, really straightforward. It's just keeping the pick coming back against the guitar at a right angle. And if you're finger picking, always a good basic finger picking setup to go with thumb controlling the bass. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3 on the G, B, and E. So now we've gone over those concepts, the next step is to actually practically apply these concepts with two finger chord shapes. So the reason why we're starting with two finger chord shapes is because it's nice and simple to get these moving with two finger chord shapes, and once you're playing chords with only two fingers, then you can extend it out to 3 and 4 finger chord shapes. So the chords we're going to look at in the beginning, people, to apply these concepts, we've got E minor. Okay, so fingertips, fret position, good wrist position. D sus. Okay, another two finger chord shape. A sus. Okay, and then we're going to look at a really basic G triad there. Okay, so again, for the E minor, making sure you got your fingers in really good fret position and on their tips. Okay, so go through and apply the checking method with all of these shapes, okay, to make sure you haven't got any dead notes. Adjust. Okay, make those adjustments. Okay, and then that covers our first 4 chord shapes. So you go nice and steady, learning those shapes, learning the names, and learning how to put your fingers in really good positions like that. The next step, once you've learnt those shapes, is you need to start practically applying them to a piece of music. So for example, we're just going to look at an excerpt from the High Point Music Guitar Fundamentals program. So that's a snippet of the taste of the material you can develop those two finger chord shapes with, but really any song which you can come across which uses those 4 shapes you can apply just using those techniques. And that gets us onto the learning and execution phase. So the way you actually go about learning to develop the skills to move between the chord shapes is just prioritize accuracy over everything. So fingertips, fret position, apply the checking method. Okay, once it's all clean and clear, strum. Move to your next chord shape. Okay, fingertips, fret position, clean and clear, strum. And just take your time with these smooth transitions, okay? I know in the beginning it's very tempting to want to try and rush everything, but just really focus on accuracy. Okay, and getting these technical concepts together, and it's going to pay dividends in the long run with your playing. So once you're transitioning between these two finger chord shapes, it's then time to start adding in 3 finger chord shapes and looking to apply those in context with a piece of music. So the 3 finger chord shapes I always recommend people starting with are A minor, okay, E major, C major, F major 7, okay, G major, and then D major. So just recapping today, people, first and foremost, we need to get our technical concepts together, understanding fingertips, fret position, neutral wrist position. Then we go about learning these chord shapes, two finger shapes, E minor, D sus, A sus, G major, to practically apply these concepts in context. Then start putting those together with a tune. Once you've mastered that and you've been using the steady and controlled repetition process by prioritizing accuracy, then you can use that process and apply it to three finger chord shapes. Okay, before signing off today, people, don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons to support the channel. And if you have any questions about today's video, just leave those in the comments below. So to get more information on how to set your playing apart by developing the fundamental skill sets of contemporary guitar, don't forget to check out the High Point Music Guitar Fundamentals program. You can sign up for an obligation-free trial before you buy, so there's no excuses to be stuck in a rut with your playing any longer. And lastly, to become a valued member of the channel and support the production of this content directly, follow the links below and sign up for a $1 per month membership on Patreon. Enjoy your practice, people. I'll catch up with you all in the next video.